Hello, everyone. Today we'll be talking about engagement and motivation. We are Group 7. My name is Clemente Rodriguez, and I'm joined by Devin and Samantha. And just a heads up, Devin won't be speaking during this slide deck. He'll more so take over once we do the lesson reenactment. So if you wonder why Devin can't do it, he's currently at the beach and he'll join us a little later. And also, a lot of the information that we'll be covering today will be off the Inclusive Classroom textbook that was assigned for the classroom, and it'll be on chapters 6 and 8. Starting with motivation, one of the most important tasks a teacher will have is motivating their students to participate in their class. Motivation comes in two forms, intrinsic and extrinsic motivation. Extrinsic motivation refers to the concept that a student will be motivated to participate in classroom activities if there is a reward system strategy put in place. Contrastly, intrinsic motivation refers to the idea that students will participate simply to satisfy their curiosities, their desire to succeed, or their want to contribute in the classroom. Before students can begin to get motivated, teachers must make the effort of setting the foundation to facilitate student learning. It is important for students to feel welcomed and heard in an organized classroom. This means we must not only cater to our standard students, but also to those with exceptionalities, who are gifted, and our English language learners. One strategy we can use in order to achieve intrinsic motivation is encouraging self-efficacy. Students who possess self-efficacy are more likely to continually work on their tasks because they believe they have the capability to succeed in whatever activities their teacher provides for them. This strategy of self-efficacy can be improved, creating assignments that can be completed with reasonable effort. Positive feedback and continually reinforcing and assessing students' knowledge is also a way to improve their self-efficacy. Some other strategies we can use to improve student motivation, allowing them to help set goals for themselves as well as monitor their progress. If a student already believes in their capabilities, then having them set a goal keeps them accountable. If an assignment is reasonable but also difficult, a student will be more motivated if they are the ones who set their expectations rather than their teachers. Positive attribution is another strategy that can be used to improve student motivation. Where students attribute their success to the amount of effort they put into an assignment, and their failures are attributed to their lack of effort. Deciding what strategies to utilize depends on the likely diverse students a classroom will have. It will be best to try both strategies in tandem and see which one works best for the majority of students. A teacher may have older students who don't easily succumb to simple motivational tools like candy or a cool-looking pencil. A case like this might require the teacher to try to appeal to their intrinsic motivation and see how they can motivate their older students to do an assignment for their own sake and curiosity. There may be some that aren't at the level where they can utilize intrinsic motivation, and therefore we teachers must recognize that and see what ways they can motivate them extrinsically. Some of the little ones really like having time for arts and crafts. Others might like having longer recesses or break times. The pros of using extrinsic motivation with students is that it's a lot more straightforward to get a student to do something a teacher wants them to do. If a student is having a tough time getting started on an assignment, a teacher promising an award they want will quickly solve the problem. The con of using such a strategy is that what students want are always changing, and if a teacher is always relying on tools and rewards for motivation, they will end up sinking a lot of their earned money into buying items that students want. If a teacher can get their students to feel rewarded simply by accomplishing their activities, then they are setting up those students for success as they can use those intrinsic motivations throughout their school career. And now we'll have Sam cover engagement.
When discussing engagement, it is important we define exactly what we mean. A simple search on Google might say something like this. Engagement is a task of arranging something to do or go to something for an allotted amount of time. And it is there where I think the issue of engagement begins. To allocate or arrange a time to do something is not the same as engagement. An example our book covers in chapter 6 illustrates the idea well. Jamie is a 10th grade student, and the teacher has noticed that he is struggling to complete his assignments. His teacher knows they allow enough time for the students to complete their classwork. What's wrong? Well, after observing Jimmy, the teacher realized instead of spending their 30 minutes working on his classwork, Jimmy spends some time sharpening his pencil, getting a piece of paper, asking if he can go use the restroom, etc. By the end of the observation, the teacher sees that Jimmy has spent 10 minutes engaging in his work and the rest of the 20 minutes off task. This indicates that the engagement only occurs when the time is allotted for a task and that the time is used effectively. Some ways that indicate a student is actually engaged in the classroom material is by asking relevant questions. Focus on response to a teacher's questions, actively listening, and note taking. Examples like these show how a standard student stays on task. Some of our diverse students in the classroom may not look at their teacher during lecture because they rely on interpreters and have trouble listening and writing at the same time. It is important for teachers to identify which behavior are signs of engagement and which behaviors are signs of student being off task. One strategy to help teachers determine whether their students are actively engaged in their course content is by asking questions on the material being covered. This could be by using Kahoot, exit tickets, and even whiteboards with simple answers. Such as a teacher often will need to repeatedly have their students answer their questions in different ways in order to increase their chances of retaining information. The questions asked must, however, be in a way that leaves no room for confusion. It is best a teacher determines whether they want specific or general responses to their question and frame their questions accordingly.
Cut.
So, welcome back, class, to our second grade theater exercise today. And today we're going to be focusing on some of the basic introductions to theater. So, some of our goals for today are going to be demonstrating the understanding of acting. So, what is acting? How do we act? Where can we act in real life? Not yet, Sam. We raise our hand to speak. Okay, we're going to practice observing the world around us, the little tiny details and very big things. Okay, and we're also going to practice working together, building trust, and involving each class member in all of the activities. So, before we get started, yes, Sam, what's your question?
Participate?
Yes, you have to participate. That's what your whole grade depends on. So, before we get started, we'll go over some of our vocabulary words. First, we have acting. So, who can raise their hand and tell me what is acting? Yes, Clem.
It's like when you pretend.
Can you pretend?
Yeah.
Very good, very good.
I pretend sometimes that I love my mom.
Oh, me too. Okay, so next, what is theater? Yes, Sam.
The stage beside the cafeteria.
The stage inside the cafeteria. Great answer. And sometimes we do plays, we act on that, right? Okay. And then what about observing? What does it mean to observe? Yes, Clem.
It's like sometimes you see stuff that you shouldn't see.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. But you're noticing the smallest of the details, right?
Yeah.
Every little tiny thing that happens. Sometimes we might not want to, but we do. Okay. And then emotions. Who can give me an example of an emotion? Yes, Clem.
Sometimes I observe my dad being angry with my mom.
Anger. That is amazing. You know what? Just for that, Clem, that is great. Great job. You can hold on to that for today's lesson.
Why do you have to be a know-it-all? Teacher, I want one of those.
What is another emotion, Sam?
Sad. Yesterday I was crying on the staircase because Billy was being mean to me.
That is awesome, Sam. There you go.
Thanks.
Okay. And we're really going to practice working together as a team in today's activity. So, our activity that we're going to focus teamwork on is going to be called group shape. So, in this game, I'm going to need both of you to stand up. In this game, no questions right now, Sam, but we're going to try and make shapes with our bodies. Okay, we're going to try and make the shapes you see here on the board with your guys' bodies. I'm not going to tell you how to make the shape. You are going to have to talk to your partner and figure it out. Are you going to use your hands, your arms, your whole body? Are you going to lay on the floor and make a shape? It's up to you, but you will only have 30 seconds. 30 seconds. So when you guys are ready, go ahead. Stand up, put the chairs to the side. Yes, Sam.
Why should they touch him? He has cooties.
Yes. Because you all have cooties to me. So, all right. The first shape is going to be, as you guys can see, a circle. A circle. So, ready and go.
Oh, huh?
That's not even a circle. Wait.
circle.
Okay.
Well, you would think it makes a
and-
pivot.
Wait, bring your head up because it's making a point in the circle.
Huh?
Put your head in your arm. Put your head in your arm. Oh, there we go.
Freeze. Okay, okay. So, go ahead, go back, go back.
Oh.
Show me the circle, show me the circle.
How does this look,
Okay,
mister?
so our group right here, definitely, they made a circle with their arms. Very nice, very nice. Okay, you guys can drop the circle. Now, the next shape is going to be a square. Yes, Clem, what's your question?
Sam's not sitting down, mister.
We're
Well,
supposed to be making
I
sure
didn't
the
say to
body
sit down,
stand
so
up.
she is following
You're in the
directions.
wrong. Give me your cone.
Oh my god. Oh my god. You guys are so bad. I quit. Okay, okay. So, next shape is a square. Okay. Ready and go. Remember, you can use only your
We can
hands. You could
go
use
like
your.
that.
But it doesn't. That's what I was doing.
No, you weren't.
Okay, I was
use-
halfway there.
You could
But
use
you're
your
not boxing up
feet
your-
if you wanted to. You could use
Bend your
only
elbows.
My elbow is bent. I have short arms.
There you go. That's
Remember, guys, teamwork makes the dream work. And freeze. Look at this wonderful
It's a
square
little heart.
with their arms. Okay, and go ahead and rest. Now the next one, we have a triangle. A triangle. So, when we're ready, I'll have you guys stand up. And remember, you don't only have to use your arms. You can
I don't
use
want to use any other
just
part.
your hand. You can use your feet to make a triangle.
Stick around.
And go.
Look, this is the base. Bring your arm up over your head. Look.
That's not a triangle.
That's a
That's not
triangle.
a triangle.
Okay, look. Look, look. Bring your.
How about we do it, Matt? Okay, let's try it your way one more time.
Okay, look out. You face the camera.
Very
Bring your arm
nice.
up.
Okay.
Over your head.
Hold on, we gotta make the bottom straight.
I'm short.
That's not working.
This isn't looking like a triangle.
Okay,
Here,
do
no,
it.
wait.
See, I was
can
right.
Go
see.
like this.
I can see a way.
Look what you're doing. You said to go like that. Okay, wait, go. You go like
What
that.
if we made a straight line right here instead, Clem? What do you think about that? Oh, very
Mister.
nice, very nice. I'm only offering suggestions. Okay, and freeze. All right. And next up, we have a nice vase and some flowers. So now you have to think about who's going to be the vase, who's going to be the flowers.
You're taller than I am.
Okay.
So I can sprout to the stars.
Yes.
Okay.
Now make sure I see those petals. Okay. I need you to really act
Do you wanna face the
like
camera?
you're a
Yeah.
flower. All right. There we go. There we go. And incredible. Very good. Okay. Good job, class. Good job. Good job. Now, last but not least, we have the chair. So think about the way a chair is made. A chair has a seat, a chair has a back, a chair may have legs, it may have wheels, depending on what you're sitting in. So let's try and get those two main parts, the seat and the back. So who's going to be the seat, who's going to be the back? And I will say, whoever cooperates the best in our class will get a prize at the end.
Well, I feel like I can. This is gonna be.
We can. Yeah. Oh my hands.
And freeze. Okay, so as you can see here, we have a nice seat and a nice
back.
Okay, and then they both make up the legs. You guys can't see the legs, but the legs are definitely down there.
Oh my
And
goodness.
before we finish up today, now that you guys have gone through a great teamwork exercise, I just want to ask, why is teamwork important in acting? Yes, Clem, what do you think?
Sometimes if you don't have good teamwork and you have a team that doesn't work well together, like me and Sam.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody likes a selfish person.
Yes. Go on.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Teamwork does make the dream work. I agree. So, I have this special prize for the group who made the best shapes. And it's not going to either of you. It's going to our group over here.
Teacher, that is lame!
Oh my god, I quit.
Is that it?
That is it, but